Hey everybody, this is PokeMike, back with another dosage of some Pokemon nostalgia. Now remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're going to be going over one of these Series 3 Topps trading cards. Now, a lot of you probably weren't around, or at least part of the community when this stuff came out, but this was not your kind of conventional cards that were released. You know, Topps came out with things like, you know, movie stickers and movie cards, TV cards. I actually have quite a few of them up here, sealed. And the kind of the interesting thing about these is they weren't really all that coveted, at least in comparison to the booster packs back then, or at least as a kid. You know, I wasn't all that obsessed with them. But nowadays they're pretty hard to find, and they're pretty expensive. So, you know, this Series 3 here is, I think, a really good example of how cool these were, and we will be going through them. And I have a full box here. Unfortunately, you know, it originally didn't come sealed. I don't think it ever did. But I have a full box of them, and we're going to open up one today. And yeah, kind of go from there. Now there are different pack arts that we will be looking at. Here's the first one. Very cool. Ooh, wait 1 second. I might actually be able to, do the whole. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, actually I can. Okay. I can do the whole booster box thing. Boom. Okay, very cool. So, I'll consider this box officially cracked then. So here we have the first art. Here we have the second pack art. Very cool. And here's the third one. Now, I am a huge fan of this pack art. It's probably my favorite one, so I will be opening up this one today. Sorry about that. I actually ran out of batteries. So yeah, let's crack this open. I will move this guy out of the way quickly. And yeah, let's get cracking. So, looking at these again, this came out in, I believe, 2001. And I think out of all the different series cards, this might be the most coveted one. If that's not the case, feel free to leave a comment talking about which series you think is actually worth the most. I'm not sure what the card trick is for this. That's probably going to be an omnipresent problem in all of my videos, so I apologize preemptively, continuously, from now on until forever. And again, these are not conventional cards, right? So these are going to have images. I did not preserve the pack. I will try and do that from this moment forward. But these should have a holo. And I'm not sure where the holo is. I believe it's at the back, so hopefully we can just go through these. But yeah, these have screen snaps, if you can see how it's described right there. So these are literally taken from the TV show. All right, so Stantler Stampede. Thinking that one lone Stantler was all that was around, etc., etc. And it actually has a number here. Snap 18. Okay, cool. Then you have kind of these character cards. I believe the value for these packs is all on the character cards, right? So the particular holos for these. So here's a Pineco with all the associated information. Now, these are actually much more akin to how you would find baseball cards back in the day, right? Okay, just making sure that wasn't the holo. Here's Ash in all of his glory, kind of a throwing of the Pokeball movement. Very cool. And here we actually have a list of all the different things that we can collect in this particular set. Of course, just like a normal card, I will be sleeving these and preserving and keeping track of the collection, because these are fairly old, and I say fairly, they're incredibly old, but they're definitely rare. And that's the key point is, I'm here to provide you guys with an experience that you might not otherwise have. And we're just here to enjoy it. Okay, so a captured Quagsire, cool. I think at this point I'd actually maybe stopped watching the show, so a lot of these new images are very, well, they're new to me. But I hope that they're kind of bringing you guys on a nostalgic trip as you see them. Maybe it's been a while since you've even seen the show, but hopefully this is something that you guys find valuable. Let me know in the comments if you guys like to see more of these packs. The benefit of kind of having this YouTube channel is, my desire is, of course, to, and Jesse and James, ooh, I'm guessing here we actually have something that will eventually, and we'll create this, be part of a larger picture. That's just my hunch, and a lot of these top series have that kind of characteristic. But as I was saying, right, the benefit of having this YouTube channel and kind of gaining the most pleasure by sharing things with you guys is your feedback. So if you guys want to see certain things, let me know, and I will do everything kind of in my power, in our second Stantler, to make sure you guys see what you can. All right, I believe this guy right here is the holo of the group. Ooh, okay, awesome. So it is the last card. It was kind of spoiled by the fact that we saw the character information before we actually saw the holo. But I guess that made the reveal a little more easy, a little more easy to handle. Didn't sneak up on us. But yeah, look at this. It's just a different style. This wasn't Wizards of the Coast. This was the Topps company. Like I said, they do a lot of baseball cards and promotional items for different companies. And so, it's a different holo. But let me tell you, this is very popular with certain crowds. And I believe in Japan they had companies like Meiji, for instance, and Cardass that also did cards of this style, and those were some of the actually some of the first Pokemon cards. And I will be opening up some of these Meiji, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, chocolates, and eating them on camera, or at least attempting to, in order to pull some of these older cards from the oldest collections, and hopefully not getting too sick.